Hey guys, this is Daniel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about depression, the definition of it, and what's one thing you can do that could really help you, right? And again, I got a lot of my inspiration from this guy named Elliot Hulse, who also has a YouTube channel. I mentioned him in my first YouTube video. I really recommend checking him out. And he also, in his words, and the generalization of what depression is, depress literally means to depress, to compress, to put pressure underneath you. Like you feel small and you feel crunched. For example, in one of Elliot's videos, I forgot which one it is, he mentions it like this, and when he said it, it really talked to me. Alright? He says, like, when you're depressed, the sun's brightness it's too much for your eyes. Music, it's too loud for you, right? People trying to be, friendly with you, and it's like it's too much to just reach out your hand and say hello, because you don't want anything. You just want to be on your own, right? I'm pretty sure everyone's been at a point when they felt kind of down, right? It's what happens in life. But yeah. So, but what I'm going to be talking about is how to one way to help you, okay? And it's what I'm about to say. It takes a really brave, courageous person to do it. Okay? When you're home alone, or when there's no one in your room, just release it all out. Just release all the anxiety and the stress from your mind and your body, okay? Scream, hit the pillow. No one's watching you. Just go. Release all that pressure from yourself, okay? Believe me, it'll do you a lot of good. Instead of, don't think that, just saying it's okay, like it's okay, I'll deal with it, stuff like that is gonna help you. Because what you're actually doing is you're denying the problem, and you're building up the frustration in you, and it actually causes more damage. It's not. I used to also think like that. Believe me, it's being mature. Like you have a problem, just deal with it. Don't show it. Don't. No, you're damaging yourself. What you need to do when you have private time, let it all out. Cleanse yourself. It's cleansing your body and your mind from all those problems. All right. I remember one time, and for a school trip, I guess, we had to see a movie, an Israeli movie. It was about and they had this one scene in the movie that even till today, and we saw the movie a year ago, it really touched my heart. And I remember the scene very clearly. There was I'm not gonna really talk about what the big movies. I'm not gonna talk about the general plot of the movie. All I know is about a poor family and a mom. She wrote a book, and she made a deal with the publisher, and the publisher published the book under his name, but the book turned out to be way more popular than she expected, and something like that. So she has two kids, a daughter and a son, and They both smoke. Like, they smoke in the house. The parents don't really care. And the son, he's addicted to smoking. Okay? So there was one scene, like in the middle of the movie, when he came back home from school, or I think it was the army or something, and he went to his room to look for a pack of cigarettes. But I think the sister hid it from him, or she just took it away from him. And he was starting to get really mad because, he was having a stressful day and he just wanted to smoke, right? So he started yelling, and he started hitting the pillow. He started cursing. He started ripping his hair out. And what was really beautiful was the mother. Like, in the beginning of the scene, she was on the phone or something. She stopped. Instead of criticizing him or yelling at him, she came to him and she hugged him. You know, when you see a person like that freaking out and getting out of control, you kind of feel intimid not intimid you get scared. You get like, oh my god, this is crazy. But she saw the passion behind that, and even though he was berserk and he was hitting everything, she just rushed to him and hugged her own son. And it was one of the most beautiful movie scenes I've ever seen. Also, they had this other scene in a movie. I think it's called. It's kind of a funny story. There's a kid. He also has depression, so he gets to this, like, this place where people have some troubles. And I forgot the name of the actor. I know his first name is Zach. He has a really long last name. He's in the movie Hangover. He's Alan, the one with the beard. So he has trouble with his wife, and he has his own kids, and the wife wants a divorce with him. I think they already have a divorce. I don't remember clearly, but I remember one time, like in the middle of middle of the movie, when in the beginning of the movie, the main character, he thought that Zach's character was. He didn't understand why he was there because he seemed normal. He seemed like he doesn't have any trouble. And then they were in the library, and all of a sudden he just freaked out and he started screaming and hitting the. He put the pillow on his face and he screamed, and then he went to the books and he started throwing them down, and then two of the counselors or the people who worked there had to take him away and calm him down. But I also think don't don't be don't be don't be intimidated or scared. If you ever see a person do that, you know, maybe one day you'll come to a point when you're with a good friend and I don't know, you have to witness it. Don't be ashamed for that person. Be happy for them. I mean, look at it at a positive light, because they seem animalistic and berserk, but they're really cleansing themselves. I think it's one of the most, and it sounds really stupid and it sounds really weird, but I think it's one of the most beautiful things in the world, because it takes a lot of emotion and a lot of realness to just express that and just to explode, right? Always in society, and we have to suppress what we really feel and lie to ourselves. But when you explode, when you let it out, there's just something really beautiful about it. I'm not, take my words into consideration, but especially if a close friend, it also means that he's comfortable enough and he trusts you enough and he feels closer to you enough to show you that kind of side of him. You know, everyone has that side. Everyone, like the most calmest, coolest guy you know, he also has his own problems. He also has his own stresses. He also explodes from time to time. All right. And believe me, after you let it all out, you let all that energy and frustration out, you feel a lot lighter. You feel a lot. You feel cleansed. All right. That's that's all I wanted to say. So